agree that LeBron James should have won the Finals MVP.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, clearly he was doing everything on the floor. I know that he had AD with him, who basically averaged the second most points of that series, which has only been done by Shaq and Kobe, the previous duo Laker championship. So honestly, yeah, LeBron definitely deserved it. He averaged, what was it, 8.5 assists, nearly 12 rebounds, averaged 28.5 points. Yeah, he was definitely the key factor in the Lakers winning. I know that in pivotal game 5, even when AD went out for a little bit, because of him being on the court and him basically carrying the team, even though we lost, he kept them still in the game, even though AD got injured partially and then came back later in the game. They didn't slip up because LeBron was still on the court. And you can definitely tell, like, LeBron needed to be on the floor at all times in order to make sure that that team was operating well. Only having a LeBron-led team will have players like Alex
Kyle Kuzma or Alex Caruso?
Alex Caruso. I don't know why I was trying to say Kuzma at the same time, but Caruso basically elevating his play, a former G League player, elevating him to where he's basically playing well around LeBron. I really do think that LeBron elevated AD with basically his passion and his drive to want to win a championship. I really think that LeBron pulled the best out of all of his guys. KCP being an example. Even Rajon Rondo, even though he's really great in the playoffs, I really think that helped elevate his game because there's two elite basketball minds on the court at the same time. But LeBron for sure was so instrumental. If LeBron wasn't on the court, Lakers probably would have been swept, bottom line, even if we got into the finals, which an argument could be made. We wouldn't have made the playoffs without LeBron anyways. But yeah, definitely LeBron deserved the finals MVP for sure.
Let me ask you one more question. And I agree with you. I think there's no question that LeBron should have won it. Anthony had a really good series, but when LeBron made it a point that, all right, I'm taking over this game. I mean, you saw the impact that he had versus when Anthony Davis tried to take over the game. I mean, there were some big moments, but it wasn't all the time. So I'm with you on that. Does this officially say that LeBron James is the best player in the NBA right now? Talking about right now, like in today's
game, yes, he is. What is he at now? Age 36, right?
Yeah, he's going to turn 36.
At age 36, he has led his third NBA team to his 10th final appearance to win his fourth championship and his fourth finals MVP. Granted, he has,
Is that good?
I mean, he's been to the finals more than half of his career. So I think that's pretty good. The only thing I would say is a knock against him, and I'm really just bringing this up. He has 6 losses, but I think just the fact of him getting into the finals for so many years, and at one point, wasn't it like 9 years in a row or something like that? So, just that level of elevating his team and now doing it at the age of nearly 36. And that's really unprecedented because how many NBA players are averaging nearly 28 points, leading their team in rebounds and assists, minutes played, and leading them to championships? By far and away, LeBron James is the best player in the world right now in today's game. Is there some competition whenever KD comes back and is healthy? Yes. An argument could be made that Steph Curry is in that only because of what he's done in the game for the three-point shooting. But bottom line is LeBron is the one that has made the biggest impact and elevated his team to where they're at. And you can say Giannis too, if you want to make that argument, but Giannis got bounced in the second round. Giannis got bounced in the playoffs and LeBron didn't. So I think that case is closed for the best in the game right now.
And you can make the case too with Giannis, and I don't mean this to be a Giannis bashing session, but you can make the case that Giannis didn't elevate his team. He elevated his game, but he didn't elevate anyone else. I mean, Chris Middleton for a period was almost, a lot of people were saying he's unplayable. Like, why are you still playing him? Eric Bledsoe really hadn't really shown up. Brooke Lopez, who had like a career year the last 2 years with the Bucks, and he didn't show up. I mean, it was. I mean, you could say it's not on Giannis, and I'm with you on that. It's not on Giannis, but he also isn't elevating his team. LeBron, look at the series against Miami. He led the series points per game, rebounds per game. He was the Lakers assist leader in all the games. He led with the field goal percentage. He was shooting 58.6% in this NBA Finals. That's ridiculous. And then they have listed on here the Miami Heat had Miles Leonard, but he didn't really play a lot, and he was at 83.4. So that should show you that LeBron was like, he was on it. I mean, he was so focused in, and I was right, by the way. I had Lakers in 6. Just want to put that out there.